Last time, on my top 15 favourite fictional characters of all time, I courted the Last Jedi hater community. Or anti-community, if you will. That'll show me for liking a character from it. I probably should have predicted that. But nah, I'm exaggerating. Number 14 is a real change of pace. Some of the guesses were Doctor Who, Tintin. I'm sorry to disappoint, this entry is from the Avatar series. Not the Blue People! Not the Blue People! That's a movie that I don't even think has characters. Instead, The Last Airbender. This one goes to my boy, Sokka, of the Water Tribe. Now, this really should be Avatar Korra's spot. She's the greatest character in the Avatar franchise. Brash, bruised, and severely underrated. But at the same time, she's got a lot in common with Rey, and I would be treading over a lot of the same territory. Korra, still my favourite, but Sokka is very, very important to me. In all fairness, there isn't actually a bad character in the Avatar series. Either of them. Avatar is filled with brilliant characters, some of the best in animation, many of which are too unexplainable in appeal or too one-note to include here in any great detail. Sokka is a man very close to my own heart. A profoundly handled piece of comic relief. How many cartoons can you name where the comic relief character will not shut up? Well, Sokka is that, for a few episodes. He's the Jar Jar, the Sheen of the series. In the opening moments of Book 1, Sokka quickly establishes himself as a bratty, misogynistic loudmouth. A tacked-on, wacky character with big man syndrome. But as I'd gone to learn, The Last Airbender just doesn't have such one-note gimmick characters. And almost immediately, Sokka's learned sexism is explored, acknowledged, and learned from. 5 episodes deep, and this cartoon on Nickelodeon is forcing this comic relief guy to reflect on his societal trappings in the most natural way possible. That's pretty adult, and that's pretty stellar. Despite his demeanour, Sokka is a cynical arsehole who learns and listens. A brilliant strategist, but also incredibly insecure and sensitive. Avatar is filled with role models, but there's one for me. You spend a lot of time with these 3 kids, and you get to know them back to front. I really do think that the Avatar series is one of the best showcases of storytelling ever. It's so clean. Every single character progresses forward, but we also learn about them retroactively. They develop on both ends. And by the end of Book 1, we've come to understand Sokka and Katara so deeply. We've seen where they've come from, we've seen them at their lowest, we've seen why they are how they are. Which makes a viewer realise these characters were never one-dimensional. It was there all the way back in episode 1. As the only remaining man of his tribe, this 15-year-old kid had to grow up into a man fast. That's going to result in some dysfunctional behaviour. Katara is the same, with many episodes focusing on her doting maternal values, and not just letting the two of them be kids. And that's where Sokka's journey is interesting. Sokka does something very unique and accepts his own goofiness. It's a turn in fiction I've never seen before, apart from anime rival becomes friendly rival, who can partake in the comedy bits. But Sokka was always silly, and the fact that he's just come to embrace this is lovely, and honestly, best moments is probably some of his final actions in the series. That whole final book is rough. They are on foreign soil, dealing with war crimes and fascism, and Sokka doesn't let a single bit of that impact his personality. He never has to harden. He challenges himself, he looks inwards, but it's still just jokes. I love that so much. What a resolute personality. And although we don't get any of him in Korra, we get like a glimpse enough to see that he's still the same old Sokka. I love that this series did not harden him, because his humour, his kindness and his hubris was not a flaw at any point. I don't know, man, Sokka lives this universe more than most. Sokka, and in fact the whole cast of Avatar, are just fully formed humans like everybody else. There's humour, there's cynicism, there's love. Ooh, Sokka's a player. There's intelligence, bravery, self-reflection, and sensitivity, and just everything good that masculinity can offer. All delivered through a coping mechanism of humour. I haven't always been the nicest guy myself, so soccer means a lot. Next week, something completely different. Good luck guessing that silhouette. I'll give a little bit of help. He has glasses and a briefcase. Try and take a guess in the comments below.